Diego, I'm kind of interested in your backstory. Can you dig back just a little bit? You were raised in what, Northern California?
Yeah, Northern California, Sunnyvale, California was the city I grew up in. And started playing soccer for Palo Alto Soccer Academy at a club.
And you ended up with the San Jose organization for a while?
Yeah, I went there when I was 12, played with the U12 Academy and then U14 for 2 years, and then headed out to Barca.
Yeah, El Paso. So, soccer a part of your life from the very beginning, I'm assuming? You were introduced to it right away?
Yeah, come from a soccer family. Dad played pro. All other siblings played soccer, college. And my mom's just a soccer mom. She loves being around the sport, loves watching it, and yeah.
And they still root you on to this day? Do they come to games and everything out here?
100%, yeah. They have watch parties back in Northern California every time I step on a field, and then, of course, they make it out to here maybe once or twice a year.
So your transfer to RSL, if I remember correctly, was a USL record at the time?
At the time, yeah, it was a USL record from USL to MLS, yeah.
Did you kind of feel like a pioneer? And did you feel any pressure that you were kind of the reason for that?
No, I think it was kind of just, something cool to have on your name. And I just felt like it was just going to be a challenge and coming up here to showcase myself, and I believe I deserved it. So I think it was just coming here and doing what I did at USL and doing it in MLS.
Do you remember your MLS debut? I think it was June of 22.
Yeah, I don't remember the day, but I remember Vancouver, and I came in for about 2-3 minutes and got a couple touches in. So it wasn't the ideal debut, but I think just having it all be so quick within like a week, and then from there leaving to the World Cup qualifiers, I think it was all very quick, and it was glad to get that out of the way and not really having to think about that while I was gone.
In terms of adrenaline and the feeling that you felt when you trotted onto the field, do you remember that?
Yeah, just jogging onto the field, a lot of nerves and excitement and stuff, but it was definitely, at the end of the day, it's just another game. Soccer ball at your feet, so I think it all just went away once you touched the ball.
So 2023, your first full season, 14 starts, 5 goals, 2 in a playoff game, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel about your progression start to finish, and where you were and where you ended up by November?
It was good. Are we talking about last year?
Yeah, last year, 2023.
Yeah, so what was the question again? Sorry.
The progression that you made. I think you made 14 starts, scored 5 times, I believe, in the regular season. Maybe 2 in a playoff game.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so how you felt about the whole ride, start to finish.
Yeah, I think it was a very interesting year. I didn't play much in the beginning of the year, and I had the World Cup. So I think, I didn't play much leading into the World Cup and went out there and performed well for the U20s. And then, I came back and kept my head down, and I finally got the chance. I took the opportunity, and I think from there it was kind of just the rest is just me playing the game, and I got multiple starts, multiple goals, and I got to, start showcasing myself for RSL and for clubs. So it was good.
And the international movers and shakers obviously took notice.
Yeah.
What was that phone call like when you got a call to be a part of the senior union?
Yeah, it was. I was at the gym, and it was right after the season ended last year, and I think it was just unexpected. Like, I didn't know who was calling me, and I kind of picked up the phone, and it was Greg. So it was very exciting. It was very something you work for your whole life. So it was definitely a very emotional moment, and yeah.
And then it quickly became real because you played on Saturday, right? In
Yeah.
San Antonio?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, I know. My first camp with the men's national team, and it turned into my first start. I think it was pretty wild how, again, everything just moved so quick, and I got one cap for the U.S. National team, and that's something not a lot of people can say. So I think it's pretty cool.
What's next for you in terms of dreams and aspirations, Olympics, all of that, World Cup?
Yeah, I think this year is a big year for me, club and internationally. I think we have the Olympics, we have Copa America, a lot of big tournaments with the U.S., and I think for me it's just to perform here at RSL and showcase myself and be the best player on the field, and then let everything else take its hand.
What's the vibe right now? How do you feel going in? I know you guys lose a lot of major pieces that have been mainstays and signature faces on this team for a while, but without Dami and Savo and some other guys, I'm sure you see that as an opportunity.
Yeah, I think there's always moves in soccer every year, and I think there's always players coming in, players leaving. So of course they're big people that to lose on a team, whether that's locker room, whether that's on the field. They were big faces around the club. So I think losing them really affects somehow, but I think now it's all about the mentality and switching to focus on who we have here and who we're bringing in. And I think that's all that is, because we can't really think about the past, and I think we need to switch on to this year and see how we're going to perform, who's going to fill in those spots. And definitely I think, having big players leave, I think gives me an opportunity to showcase myself and step up to the plate and have the pressure on my back and lead the team in different ways.
Awesome. Did you have anything? Good? All right.
Awesome.